We're continuing to learn more about the people who stepped up during last year's blizzard. This time 1 year ago, members of the New York Guard were assisting people still stuck in their homes. News 4's Sarah Minkwitz shares their story of braving the elements to help those in need.
It was early Christmas Eve that we got, official orders were coming down. Start getting the call list running, get as many people as you can in position in the armories.
Captain James Cousins of the New York Guard is trained to help people during natural disasters. Last winter was no exception.
Everyone that we called was ready to go. Everyone was prepared. Cold weather gear was in place. Service members were ready to go at a moment's notice. It's essentially being flexible and being prepared and relying on the training that you've gotten.
Platoon Sergeant Joseph Siegel was one of dozens called in to mobilize during last year's blizzard. He made it to the Maston Armory on the city's east side with the help of snowmobiles.
The 23rd, when that blizzard hit, I was prepared. I knew we were going to go in. So I started calling up everybody that was available that I can get in here that could actually travel safe.
The New York Guard used the Maston Armory as a home base to then send members out in the elements to help people.
They drove into danger. We had service members driving from places that were unaffected outside the area, coming into Buffalo on Christmas Eve, missing their holiday, to come to an armory to sleep on a cot and eat MREs.
Most of the focus that was out of this building here was in the 1st Ward in South Buffalo. That's where most of the activity was. That was the hardest hit area. 90% of the electricity was out there, and none of them homes have basements. So frozen water pipes.
Their mission lasted from Christmas Eve until New Year's. During those days, members saved people stranded in their cars, stuck in their homes without heat, or in need of medical assistance. Captain Cousins says one of the main things they learned was how crucial it is to be prepared for anything.
Always be ready, because to this year it's sort of damp and muggy and not quite the winter that we're used to. But a year ago, people were stranded in the streets and couldn't move 15 yards for their own safety at that point.
Sarah Minkwitz, News 4.